What's up, y'all? Just riding through the country. Have y'all riding with me. Talk to y'all a little bit while I'm riding through the country. This is what I love about the country, is that you got such a variety. You got such a variety. You got nice city-looking houses. You got country-looking houses. You got all kind of houses out here. You got your fields. You got your farms. You got your ranches. And what I particularly like, because I'm a beach guy, is that where I am, both my properties in North Carolina are like 30 minutes and 45 minutes from the beach. So that's what I really love about North Carolina, you know, that I could only be 30, 45 minutes and have the beach life and have the country life at the same time. I mean, beautiful beach life, beautiful, serene beach life. Beautiful, not no crowded beaches or anything like that. Okay. Also, what I wanted to say, you see these houses on my left here, just regular houses. And then you might come up on another part down the road here. You might see a whole mansion, a big ass mansion. Okay. You got people that cut holes in a road like right here, and way back in the back they'll build a big old mansion or a little tiny cabin. You got all kind of things, all kind of variety of stuff going on here in North Carolina and anywhere in the countryside of the country. You know what I mean? And my life in particular is a very good life, because by me having property in 6 states and now 7 states and about to be 8 states, because I'm going into California next after I get these properties in New Mexico. I'm gonna get some properties in California next. Is if I get tired of being by the coast, I could go inland. I could go to Texas, I could go to New Mexico, I could go inland, Arkansas. And then if I want to go on the other coast, boom, I go to California and I be on the other coast. You know, so it's just really amazing to be me right now. It's really amazing to be Dragon Manifest right now. You know what I mean? Look at this. You got this property here. He's got all this fenced in, you know, and stuff like that. And he got all this land out here. He can have his horses and cows and whatever and stuff like that. You know, this is pretty much how I live. By me having different properties, as you can see, I travel between properties. And you know, I got a beach condo in Florida, a penthouse condo in Florida also. So I have different variety of properties going on, you know, and it's just a wonderful, amazing thing to know. If I want, I'm here in the country, have a great country life. If I feel like going to Miami, close to South Beach, being in Aventura, boom, I could go to my penthouse in Florida. You know, I could go to my ranch in Florida. You know, I have a ranch in Florida. You know, I could go to Texas. Like I said, I go to 6 states, now about to be 7, and soon 8 states. And you know, go to any one of my properties. And then on top of it, you know, I'm developing Dragon Ranches, so all my properties pretty much, not all, but most of my properties will be ranches and farms. And I'll be Airbnb-ing a lot of them and stuff like that. So at the same time, my properties are being paid off by other people, you know, people that are renting from me, you know, guests that are renting from me, you know. So I had posted a video in my mastermind class of you guys seeing this queen. She makes about $80,000 a month, and she's from Africa. She's from the motherland. And within 3 years, I think within 3 months, she started making $80,000. Between 3 months and 3 years, she's making $80,000 between, like, I think 32 properties, because she pretty much rents rooms. she rents rooms on her properties, and you know, she has a huge cash flow. I'm pretty much doing the same thing, renting rooms, but you know, instead of rooms, I'm renting tiny houses that are the size of rooms. Okay. It's raining, beautiful rain about to come. I'm renting tiny houses that are the size of rooms, so that way people get their own privacy and stuff like that, you know. And these rooms basically only cost me $100 to $300 a month, you know, because they're cabins that I get from these companies, and I rent to own the cabins. So if at any point I don't want the cabins anymore or whatever, you know, I'll just have them come pick the cabins up, and it's not a negative mark on my credit. It is not a negative mark on my credit because it's rent to own. And at the same time, I'm making money on these cabins. So this is such a great formula that I have, to where I don't have to be stuck owning houses. I don't have to be stuck owning houses and doing all these repairs to these houses and all this type of stuff. I could just own these cabins that are brand new, custom built, okay, because I order them custom built. They custom build them to my specification. Everything is custom built to my specification, down to the color of the roof. Okay, everything is custom built to your specifications. Okay, how many windows, doors, all that good stuff, right? So the average bedroom is like 10 by 10. It could be 8 by 8, but it could be 12 by 12. But the average bedroom is like 10 by 10, right? 100 square feet. So my cabins typically are about 64 square feet to about 120 square feet. Okay, and I fixed them up as a bedroom, a tiny house, different scenarios that I fixed them up in, you know. And I plan to put them all over the country, and really the world, because I plan to go into Africa, motherland, with my concept, okay, of dragon ranches. But anyhow, I just want to talk to you guys and do a little drive out here with you guys, driving with Dragon Manifest. That's a show I used to do on my old channel, my old main channel, before YouTube took it down, and stuff like that. For talking about Jewish people, because they are what they say they are, Jewish. Okay, just like if you would call an adult, then you would tell an adult adult that's acting like a child, you would say you're acting childish. You're not calling them a child, but you're saying they're acting childish. Okay, so you know, certain people tell you who they are. They're not telling you they're Jews, they're telling you they're Jewish. All right, anyhow, I'm not going to say too much about that before they want to start taking down this video. So anyhow, we all know who the chosen people are. Yeah, but just driving with Dragon Manifest, and this is the highway. Now I'm on the highway, so you know, some people think, oh, you deep out in the country, you know, far from the highway. The highway is right here. I could be on the highway in 5 minutes to 25 minutes, no matter where I am in the country. Okay, no matter where you are in the country, you can be on a highway within 5 minutes to 25 minutes. Okay, just because you're in the country doesn't mean that you're just completely away from society. Okay, being in the country just means that you're surrounded by acres and acres of land, but it doesn't mean you're just like 10 hours away from the closest civilization. It doesn't mean that at all, people. You're usually about 20 minutes away from the closest big box grocery store or mall or something like that. Usually 20 minutes away. You know what I mean? This property, we about to purchase tomorrow in New Mexico is 1 hour from Las Vegas. 1 hour from Las Vegas. So literally, I could go out to that property in New Mexico, you know, go out to Vegas and hang out in Vegas, and then come back home to my property in New Mexico. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing. An hour drive is nothing. You know what I mean? An hour drive is nothing. You know, it's just beautiful to drive for an hour and just, you know, get your thoughts together, hang out, a little mini road trip. That's all it is. Most of you drive an hour anyway in traffic, coming from your slave jobs. Okay, your slave jobs, just over broke. Why not drive an hour out to somewhere you want to be? You know what I mean? It's crazy to me. But anyhow, I'm very excited about this new property we're about to, me and my new business partners about to acquire. Shout out to all my new business partners and stuff like that. Anyhow, I'm on the highway driving. I'm in my new old pickup truck, my S10, 1992 S10 pickup truck. I love this truck so much. This truck has been driving so nice for me. So nice for me. So I'm gonna actually just keep talking here about stuff off the top of my head, and then when I get to this city down here called Warsaw, I'm going to this restaurant, having a nice dinner tonight. They got a real nice restaurant down here I'm headed to. But I just wanted to show y'all a country town, you know, that's, you know, modern. You got Walmart and all that type of stuff, you know. Yeah, you usually, guys, I'm telling you, you're usually no more than 45 minutes from a Walmart. No matter where you are in the country, in America, you're usually no more than like 45 minutes from a Walmart. For those of you that just can't live too far from a Walmart, you just get anxiety if you're just too far from society and the closest Walmart. You know what I mean? Guys, you're usually not even 45 minutes from the closest Walmart. Walmarts are every freaking where. They're everywhere. Matter of fact, they were trying to come into the area where I am in North Carolina, and the people said no. They rejected it because, as you know, Walmart basically take out all the little mom and pops stores and businesses wherever they go. You know, wherever there's a Walmart, they about to take out all the little moms and pops, and all the big box stores start coming in right after Walmart. All your big box restaurants start coming in right after Walmart, and you see all your little mom and pop restaurants and stores just go away, you know? Yeah. But anyhow, guys, this is my little drive through the country highway. The country highway here. I'm on Highway 40 in North Carolina, East North Carolina. Sweet home Carolinas. I love North Carolina. Oh my goodness. I should have been in North Carolina. I should have been in North Carolina. But it's all good, you know. But that's what happens when you don't follow your heart, follow your dreams, follow your soul and your spirit. Is, you know, and you know, that's a good thing to talk about. You know, when you don't follow your heart, your soul and your spirit, and you're somewhere you know you should not be, your life can't do nothing but be chaotic. Okay? Your life can't do nothing but be chaotic. You know what I'm saying? Ups and downs, roller coaster. Since I've been in North Carolina, where I'm supposed to be, this is where I'm supposed to be. You know, yeah, I've had ups and downs, of course, you know, but not chaotic. Not chaotic at all. When I was living in the city, dang near 40 years, just fucking chaos. Don't know what to do with myself. I was lost. I was literally lost. You know what I'm saying? I was literally lost. Made money, lost money, made money, lost money. Had good relationships, bad relationships, but just a fucking roller coaster my life was. When I lived in the city, pretty much 40 years, almost 40 years, and I would say about 25 years of that, I have to be accountable for that, 25 years of it. The other, whatever, 15 years, I was still a youngin', so, I can't really say I had the ability or choice to move, but definitely by the time I was 21, of course I have the ability and a choice to move. And I wanted to come to North Carolina. I did. I could feel it in my soul that my spirit belonged in North Carolina. And here I am. I finally got here in my mid-40s. And, I'm loving it. I've always had a yearning desire to be specifically in North Carolina. I don't know what it is, but I guess it's because the blood of my ancestors I can feel is here. You know what I mean? This is where my ancestors led me to be, and I've had nothing but success here, great life here, even the women that I've met here, even though it didn't work out, great women that I had, real relationships with, nothing to complain about. It's just that sometimes, people are in this different spaces in life and things don't work out, but no love lost, great times, and no hatred or anything like that. Sad when great relationships that could work out don't work out, but at the same time, people are not in when people are not in exact alignment. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work out. But overall, I've had better relationships here in North Carolina with women than I've had with women in Florida. You know what I mean? Way better relationships here. And just because it's just a different breed of people here. You know what I mean? The people here definitely have their own issues and their own little ways and whatever. But overall, people here are very respectful. You know what I mean? Even if they ghetto, thuggish, bougie, whatever you want to call it, city girl, country, whatever you want to call it. It's just crazy how an individual here could be a straight up thug. You can see it in them. A straight up ratchet female, ghetto female, or ratchet or ghetto ass dude, hood dude, or stuck up type of dude or whatever, or bougie kind of female, but they will still say, hi ma'am, hi sir, how are you today? Yes ma'am, yes sir. Very respectful. But when you're in a city like Miami or someplace like that, man, they just straight up thug, straight up hood, don't even speak to you, trying to kill you, murder you, trying to rob you. You know what I'm saying? Stuck up bitches and hoes and stuck up dudes. You try to nod your head to a brother, he look at you like, nigga, what you nodding your head at me for? Here, when I nod my head at dudes, I don't care who they are, they like nod their head back. You know what I'm saying? Some of these dudes, you can look at them and tell they just straight fucking thugs. They might be murderers and shit, but you nod your head at them, they nod their head back. You know what I'm saying? And it's like people here, they just have a different type of energy here, man. It's just being in the country, man. It's just a different type of energy, man. It's just a different type. You know what I'm saying? But anyhow, I'm just talking. Ain't no really specific thing I'm talking about right now. Just sharing my thoughts with y'all and driving with y'all and stuff like that. I would have loved for this video to be on a live, but I wanted to get some good footage here, some clear, crisp footage without any blurriness or reloading type of thing going on. So I'm pre-recording here. Wow, I'm like 10 minutes from my destination. All right, so I'll be talking to you guys for the next 10-20 minutes. Let me see what else I can talk about here. Yeah, so I'm getting ready to buy a few properties in New Mexico, whatever I could buy. I'm probably gonna buy a couple more in Texas, and I'm definitely at the same time looking at California next. California next. I'm very excited, very, very excited. You know, I've been buying so many properties at such a rapid pace. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if I have properties, you know, in all 50 states eventually. I would definitely love to have at least 10 properties in all 50 states. That would give me, or 50, 52 states, whatever, and the islands. You know, that would give me, 500 properties, which is definitely doable. I could definitely do that. It's definitely doable. I would not mind having 500 or 1,000 properties within the next few years, or 5, 10 years. I definitely would not mind, you know, doing that, you know, and stuff like that. And I'm so spoiled now when it comes to land that I don't even want any more properties that don't have an acre or 2 acres or less. If it's less than 2 acres, I almost don't even want it. I guess I will take a half an acre or a third of an acre if it's in a good spot that I really, really like. But because I seen something that was like a third of an acre in Fayetteville, North Carolina, that I really, really like. I'm thinking about jumping on that. The guy wants like $2,500 down and like $250 a month, something like that. And I'm thinking about purchasing that from him. Owner financing. I don't need no credit or anything like that, and stuff like that. And with that one, I think I can go directly on the deed. We don't even have to do a rent-to-own deal with that. I could just go directly on the deed. But anyhow, I think I'm gonna negotiate a little bit more with him and stuff like that, and I'll let you guys know how that deal works out. But yeah, I'm just loving the idea now of just being a land baron and just controlling and or owning so many properties. You know, I'm excited for having dragon ranches all over the country and the islands, and you know, all kind of places, and just have tiny houses everywhere. So I'm coming for y'all. I'm coming for y'all. Tiny houses is coming. Tiny houses are coming. They are here. So every county, y'all better look out for tiny houses. Tiny House Nation is coming. We are demanding to be able to put our tiny houses anywhere we want to put our tiny houses. Tiny houses are coming. A lot of these counties and cities are starting to adjust and adapt because people are demanding that we be able to put tiny houses. I mean, it's a tiny house is a house. It is a house. You know, it's just tiny. You know what I'm saying? So why should an individual be punished because they want a house, but they just want it to be very small? You know, why should that be illegal? Why should that be, oh no, you can't put that here type of thing? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, look how counties and cities and states, tiny houses are coming to a neighborhood near you. A neighborhood near you. Tiny houses are coming. Tiny houses are coming. Let them know. Let them know. All my tiny house people, let's say it loud and proud. We are coming. We are coming. And that's why it's imperative, because I know tiny houses are coming, to buy land. You know, it's imperative to buy land, because when people really start getting into tiny houses, and when people really start realizing, you know, having a big house is just having more bills and being more of a slave, because you got to pay these high utility bills, water bills, maintenance costs, and all that type of stuff. When people realize the power is really in the land, and it's better to have more land than house, you know what I'm saying? Land prices is really gonna go through the roof. Really gonna go through the roof. The days of having more house than land is over. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people realizing, you know, they don't need more house than land. You could only do so much anyway in your house. You know, you could only be in one room at a time. You know what I'm saying? And quite frankly, if I want a gym in my house, boom, I'll put another tiny house and build out a gym in it. If I want a dang bowling alley in my house, I could put another tiny house on my property and build out a bowling alley in it. You know what I'm saying? The possibilities are endless with these tiny structures, these tiny houses, and especially with these companies that's doing rent-to-own financing on them. You know, if I want a 10-car garage, y'all seen the videos, I could have them bring out a 10-car garage out to my property, and they'll set it up for me in one day, and I can put all my Bentleys, Rolls Royce, Mercedes Benz in them. You know what I'm saying? The possibilities are just endless with these tiny houses. You got brick tiny houses. I mean, people are just doing amazing things. You have these earth homes, dome homes. It's just amazing things going on. I'm very excited to go to New Mexico, where they're doing so many earthbag homes and dome homes and stuff like that. I actually think owning property in New Mexico is better than Arizona right now. It's better than Arizona right now. I had some property in Arizona and I switched it out for something else. Arizona's cool, don't get me wrong. Arizona's cool because you can do your thing with marijuana and a lot of different things out there. But speaking to some different counties out in Arizona, you know, like this one property that I had on a contract, it was like 4 or 5 acres, 4.5 acres, and they told me I could only put one dwelling, one structure on there, and I'm like, that's crazy to me. I got all this land, and I could only put one structure, one dwelling, you know, one dwelling per 4 acres. That was just crazy to me. But anyhow, you know, to each his own. A lot of people love Arizona. I know some people out in Arizona and just loving it. I might go back and purchase more property in Arizona later on in the future, you know, if they change certain rules and laws and stuff like that. But if you like big houses and stuff like that, Arizona is definitely a place to be. You could build a big house in Arizona very cheap, and you can buy the land obviously very cheap. It's still very cheap in Arizona and stuff like that. But I more so like a bunch of small houses, you know, on a lot of land, more so than one big house on a lot of land. You know, I'm not into the big house thing anymore. I'm not into the mini mansions anymore. It's just a freaking headache, man. You know, I'd rather, you know, a bunch of tiny houses. If something's going on with this house, it doesn't affect the whole house. It does not affect the whole house. I could just have them take that one away and put a whole new structure. You know what I'm saying? That's what I love about tiny houses and having tiny houses, is that, you know, each structure is independent. Each structure is independent. I love that. I love that. Anyway, I'm coming up on my exit right now. Wallace, North Carolina. We here, baby. We in Wallace. We in Wallace, North Carolina. This restaurant's actually probably going to be closed by the time I get there, but I still wanted to drive out here and stuff like that. I didn't want to go directly home. I wanted to go have me a nice healthy dinner tonight and stuff like that, because tomorrow I'm going to be doing a bunch of stuff at the house and working on my vehicles and, you know, just doing a bunch of stuff around the house and stuff like that. And then go hang out with my family and stuff like that. But yeah, so you know, to each his own, you know what I'm saying? For those that are still into big houses and mini mansions and stuff like that, you know, to each his own. But, you know, right now, the more land you can buy, the better, because what's coming, guys, oof, man, the things that I've seen in the past few years, all these tiny house communities going up, it's just amazing. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Tiny houses is the new affordable living and stuff like that. Quite honest with you, quite honestly, you know, I don't know why people even still buy big houses. I see them going up like crazy still. I still see these mini mansions popping up like crazy, and a lot of and a lot of them are being purchased by single individuals that don't even have a family anymore, or don't have a family. I know this one lady, she got like a 5-bedroom house, 3 levels. Black lady, of course. I don't know what the thing is with black women and big houses, but anyhow, and she lived there by herself. It's just, it's crazy to me. It is crazy to me. It's crazy to me how people have these big ass houses and live in there by themselves. It's just absolutely crazy to me. But like I say, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking anybody or anything like that. Anyhow, guys, this is Wallace, North Carolina.
Your destination will be
Wallace, North Carolina. Wallace, North Carolina. And I'm going in here to one of my favorite restaurants, if they're open. If they are open, let's see if they are open. Let's see if they're open, and then I'm gonna go to this store over here called whatchamacallit, Shoe Show. Let's see if they are open, and I'm gonna go in here and have me a nice healthy dinner. Did I pass it? I hope I didn't pass it. Nah, I think I passed it. Let me turn around. Let me set my GPS back. Let me set my GPS back. I wanted to turn my GPS off, so that wouldn't keep making that noise. Yeah, they're closed anyway. Any day be closed, so I'm gonna go ahead and find somewhere else to eat.
Sensation Farmhouse Restaurant may be closed by the time you arrive.
It's already closed, lady. It's already closed. So I'm just gonna go into this shoe store and just do some window shopping, and then find somewhere else to eat something healthy. Yep, they're closed. That's why I couldn't see it. It's dark. It's dark up in there. They're closed. Okay, let me go over here and see what they got over here. And how do I get into the store? And then I'll talk to you guys later. All right, peace.